Excuse me, did I hear someone say, wait, hold up? He said, dope conversations deserve dope donations. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show love and hype them up.
You are locked in with Izzy Bands. Let's keep this energy going.
Mr. Izzy Bands, Izzy Bands, Izzy Bands, Izzy Bands, Izzy Bands, Izzy Bands, who? Izzy Big Bands.
Welcome to the Real Spill with Mills. Welcome everybody to the podcast with Izzy Bands. Make sure you support the show, support the stream.
Now I mean,
Let's welcome the host, Mr. Izzy Bands.
let's go.
Support the show, support the stream.
Now I mean, yeah. Excuse me, did I hear someone say, wait, hold up? He said, dope conversations deserve dope donations. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show love and hype them up.
You are locked in with Izzy Bands. Let's keep this energy going.
Mr. Izzy Bands, Izzy Bands, Izzy Bands, Izzy Bands, Izzy Bands, Izzy Bands, who? Izzy Big Bands.
Welcome to the Real Spill with Mills. Welcome everybody to the podcast with Izzy Bands. Make sure you support the show, support the stream.
Now I mean,
Yo, I got my tissue. Yo, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Shout out to Drip. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Shout out to Drip on the beat. Drip on that beat. Yeah, yo, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me because I gotta make sure my mic. All right, shout out to my man, Kojak. 313, the great in the building. Yo, so first thing first, make sure that you hit the like button. Likes are absolutely free. Likes cost you absolutely positively. Likes don't cost you free 99. So if you be so kind, if you feel so inclined, do what the homie Trish say. Smash the like button.
Come on, push a button.
You heard her. Likes are free. Push the like button.
Push the goddamn button.
Now the LIKES are free. They're free 99. They don't cost a damn thing. They are free. LIKES are free, but the LIGACS, well, that's another story. The LIGACS, the lights, they cost money. They cost money. So if you be so kind, if you feel so inclined, support the show, support the stream. You know what I mean?
Show me the money.
Spot for a Glock. I took a loss over frost, but still got a knock.
Show me the money.
Yo, if it is that I sound a little bit stuffy, it's because I am. If it is that I look a little bad, it's because I do. Because your man's is fighting the I'm fighting it. You know what I'm saying? So this is my defiant way of getting up in the face of adversity and say, F you, adversity. F you. I say F adversity. I say F sickness. I say F anything that try to hold me back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, we. Yo, listen. Ain't no vid and nothing else gonna hold me down. You know what I mean? We got work to do. And so today, I have a question, right? Is if it's not that important, why do they fight us tooth, nail, head, toes, and elbows to keep us from knowing? If it's not that important, why? I don't know if y'all noticed, but in these conversations that we be having online, I'm not one of these people that think that, yo, there's no point of the conversation because the conversation leads nowhere. Not like what? Like that's stupid. Because again, like I pointed out before anything is ever done is said. You gotta say it first. You speak it, the logos, right? You speak that thing until you see that thing. Like you speak it until you see it. You heard? And so, excuse me. And so you speak that thing until you see that thing. And so speaking, talking, conversing, dialoguing is a positive medium for change. Speaking, talking, dialoguing, conversing is a positive medium for change, right? If you allow it to be. And it's also the way that we communicate and we get information from one person to another, one place to another, so forth, so on. You know what it is, right? You know the deal. So it's interesting to me, right? Whenever we have these conversations where we're trying to go somewhere, we're trying to get some answers, it's interesting to me that the same 2 or 3 people in this space pop up. And they are what we call agents of chaos. They come and they derail and they distract and they divert. They come and derail and distract and divert. And therefore, yeah, truly nothing really does get accomplished because you got these people's agents of chaos that come and get in the way. And I'm like, move, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, move, get out the way. Anyway, what up, though? Emperor Kojak 3 and 3 the Great. What's good? I got to email you something about somebody that's lately been around. Got to keep the channel clean. Shout out to you. What's up, Ogun? What's going on? How are you doing, fam? And I hope your family and lady are doing well. Thank you, man. I pray y'all are doing well as well. Man, hey, thank you, Kill. Salute to the platform. Shout out to Kill. Salute to the platform. Thank you. What's up, Armanaz 80, Armanaz 78. Hey, listen, man. Ogun, I'm well by faith, man. I'm well by faith. I'm here. And as long as I could look up, I could get up. And as long as I could get up, it's another day. We got to keep grinding, baby. We got to keep moving. We got to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? We can't let this mucus build up. It's trying to take us out, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. And listen, I hope that I am an inspiration to the people, man. Because like, yo, rain, snow, sleet, or hell, we got a show to do, man. We got a show to do, man. We got a show to do. You feel me? The show must go on. One monkey don't stop no show, you know? I'm working and on the dossier right now. Okay, shout out to you. You sound better than yesterday. Hey, thank you, man. Hey, listen, and I ain't gonna front. Maybe that little bit of arguing I was doing, because I haven't argued with Nigmas in a while, right? I had made up in my mind that I wasn't gonna argue with Nigmas no more. But yesterday, over on my guy, the Drip Show, shout out to Drip, they done pissed me off, man. Like, I can't stand, one thing I can't stand is people who either intentionally try to keep the information from the people or people who don't even know that try to tell you you're stupid or you're an idiot or you don't know what you're talking about. I can't stand that shit. That shit bothers me. It pisses me off to the highest of festivity. So for a brief moment yesterday, I was excited because, you know what I'm saying, I got the wind beneath my wings, partner, and the wind behind my back. And you know what I'm saying? I was going out with a blaze of glory. I forgot that I was fighting the vid yesterday because I was about to whip some bait. Yeah, shit. So, yeah. So I'm thankful for that because you know what I'm saying, that brief argument, I think guys broke up some stuff. What's up, Reppin' Magazine OG? Was good. Living Humbly is in the building. What it do? Do we still need our face mask? Yeah, yo, man, yeah, y'all did me dirty yesterday. What's going on, a cynical one? Good to see you, my sister. Y'all did me dirty as if viral means that you could catch something from this damn stream. I'm gonna need y'all to relax. Y'all hurt my feelings. Y'all are hurting my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Do something to make me feel better. Like, make sure you hit the like button, but also support the show, y'all. Support the stream, you know what I mean? So, excuse me, let me get this out first. Now, I need y'all to work with me a little bit. I'm not as quite as, you know what I mean? And that's why today I'm going to ask some questions. and hopefully there's some people that can answer the question. I'm gonna ask some questions. I'm gonna do my little soliloquy, but I got some really important questions to ask, and I need to know who can answer them for me. Who can answer them for me, right? Because yeah, there's a lot of lies been told around here. Excuse me, I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I ain't gonna make y'all watch me blow my, so give me 1 second, people. Give me 1 second. Let me give y'all something dope to ride to for a second. We ain't heard the players anthem in a second. Let's listen to the players anthem.
It's always a treat when players meet such players.
Women are wonderful. Cause women are wonderful. Cause bruh, like, let's keep it a buck 50. Like, I ain't buying none of this. I ain't never gonna buy this. So shout out to Lil Shorty. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Women are wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Got the little purple, whatever the case may be. So shout out to that. I need it. I probably used half the box already. Half the box is already gone. But women are wonderful. This is why women are wonderful, right? Because us dudes, we ain't getting no shit like this. We need it, but we ain't gonna buy it. We need it, but we ain't gonna buy it. We'll use some toilet paper, some shit like that. And I heard toilet paper was not good to use on your nose. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Forget y'all, I'm funny. Forget y'all, I'm funny. That shit's hilarious. It's true though. It's hilarious because it's true. Women are the prize. There you go with that shit. I ain't say I said they're wonderful. I ain't say they was the prize. I said they're wonderful. You don't see. This is how rumors get started, Lord ADS. I did not say this. Do I look like a cash to you? Do I look like a cash to you? I am not a cash. You know what I'm saying? There will be no Izzy Band slander in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? If a woman is out here Izzy Band slandering, I'ma chop her head off. Don't be out here talking about me crazy. Don't be out here trying to put me on Front Street on blast. Don't do it. Like, especially if you benefit from what I got going on, man. Sit your ass down somewhere, get a plate. Like, listen, don't be trying to cut my brand and my opportunity because you benefit from it. You see, she got to be, bro. See, this is how rumors get started. I don't know why you get me started. That girl has got to be the slowest. She has got to be the slowest snail in the snail. What is a tribe of snails? Does anybody know? That's one of the questions I have. What is the tribe of snails? Excuse me, don't make me laugh. She's got to be one of the slowest snails, one of the slowest snails in the snail kingdom. Okay, she's slow because her man's makes millions of dollars that gets her the lifestyle that she claims to enjoy and that she wants. And if he stops making bread, then you're gonna stop living like you living because you damn sure can't provide it on your own. I'm sorry, man. You're not. It ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen. So the first question I have. And I noticed that Pearly Things is back and she's venting. Shout out to Pearly Things and looking extra regular. Pearly Things is back and she's venting, looking extra regular. Shout out to Pearly Things. And she's mad at her blacks. You know what I'm saying? A tribe of snails is called escargot. Oh, okay. Is that like the food? Is that like the food? That's the slowest ones. That's the ones that become that little tartar for rich people. Like, yo, rich people. I don't know. That's rich people. Y'all eat some pretty disgusting shit. I'm just gonna say. A group of snails can be called a walk, a route, or escartori or escatori. Oh, that's not like escargot where that's the snails that get ate, right? That's not that. Okay. Shout out to that. A walk? That's interesting. But you see a route or a walk, but you see how crazy, like, yo, this stuff is getting out of control. I don't know if I'm the only one, but this stuff is getting out of control. It's getting out of hand, right? Yo, for the longest time, yo, put a one in the chat. Yo, y'all, come on, y'all, listen. Since when? Since when before like what is it, 5 years ago? Since when before like 5 years ago did they have the daggone slave manifest with all the slaves and their names and where they came from? Since when they had that shit? Put a one in the chat if you been knew that they had that shit. Put a one in the chat if you knew for like 25 years or 30 years that they had the manifest and where they came from and where they was at and all that. Put a one in the chat. Put any other number if you know that that's some psyopic shit. Put any other number if you know that they playing with you in your face. Help me out, family. Help me out. Hell no, I can't eat no shells or caviar or none of that. Escargot is French term for edible land snails. Okay, you cynical one says she been said living humbly said, nah, they playing in our face. What y'all say? What do y'all say? Because there is a thing called war crimes, you know. So there's only two people. One person heard of it, one person didn't. So cynical one, you've been knew about it forever. You don't touch you. So you've been knew about it forever. You've been knew about it since you was a kid, and you was able to point to the law. Well, let me say this. The truth of the matter is, if they was able to have pointed to the logs and pointed to that shit, reparations would have been paid a long time ago. Why would if they had the logs and they had the proof that people shit, you can in America in 2025, if you touch a woman and you grab her hand and you take her from the living room of her house to the front of her house, guess what that charge is? In America in 2025, if you see a lady that you like and you grab her arm and you take her from her living room to the front door, guess what that charge is? And guess how long that charge holds? It's called kidnapping. Yes, very, very. It's called kidnapping. It ain't ominous. It ain't about them wanting to do whatever. It ain't about them wanting to do for whatever. If they're able, oh man, we gonna get into this thing because I got some questions. If you was able to point, that's what's called a war. You can't take people. You can't take people from their house to outside, let alone from one continent to a whole nother continent, and not restore those people. That just, you cannot, because guess what? If they have a lineage and claim to Western Africa, as you call it, well, there's some places there. All those places are nations. All those places have flags. All those places have languages. All those places have traditions. All those places have Excuse me. I apologize, y'all. You smelling what I'm telling so far? Are you smelling what I'm telling? I'm just asking a question. I'm just saying. I don't know. But I'm just asking questions because I know that I can't take shit. You take your child that came from your own nutsack, and you take your child and your child's mother don't know about it. They have a charge for that too. There's a call. You can't take the child out of school, down the street, around the block without proper authorization. You know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden, woo, kidnapping first degree here in Michigan. That's a life with no parole charge. Oh, Lord. Side note, my grandfather taught me that the ways of the world at a young age. Shout out to that. Shout out to your grandfather. Salute. Y'all tell a friend to come on in. Because I need some people to help me understand. Because every other time when I'm on a panel, when I'm on somebody else's panel and somebody else, y'all are scholars, y'all talk over me, y'all don't let me finish my thought, y'all don't let me complete my thought. So come over here where y'all can't do none of that. Come over here and let's have the conversation. Where you can't cut me off, where you can't keep interjecting, where you can't keep saying silly shit that don't make no sense. And then I can ask you some very direct questions and I can hold you to some very direct answers. I need to know. You're so scholarly and intellectual and you have all the answers. So please enlighten us. We would like to know. Inquiring minds would like to know. Inquiring minds would like to know. As Cole said, you get life in Michigan. You take somebody from inside to outside. God, dog, that's crazy. So I don't understand how you could just be taking millions of people, and see, they be playing in our face. They be playing in our face, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. All right. Is this what Hood said? Oh, they really saying they found all the slave? No, that's not what Hood said. That's what listen. That's what Chat GPT said. Let me keep it transparent with y'all. That's what Chat GPT said. And I was like, shut the front door. Stop it now. But I did remember they have this thing. There was like a website. And I think if I'm not mistaken, it came out around like 2019. And it was like a website where you could type in and see where your family is from in Africa and all this goofy shit, right? Like, I got it, man. I got it. I heard you. But man, yo, I'll be honest, Cole. I'm not sharp like I normally am. So like trying to. Okay. Okay. Okay, I got you. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. But think about it. Think about it. I asked ChatGPT. Let me see. Let me tell you why I asked ChatGPT. Hold on. I had a conversation. Me and ChatGPT had a conversation, and it started lying and shit again. And I just didn't have the energy to call it out. But look what it did. Look what it did. Look what it did. Look what it did. So I wanted to know a couple questions. So of course, most slave trade ships are gone, and this is why. Most of the ships are gone. Okay, just mysteriously. Now, the one ship that brought those 110 people to the island of Mobile, not the island of Mobile, the coast of Mobile in 1860 called the Catilda, and it's a place called Africa Town, and God doggone Mobile right now. Them people know they came from Africa. They know the story. They know what happened. And guess what? In 1860, so quote unquote slavery was still existing. Now it was towards the end, and it was after they put a ban on so-called slavery and bringing people over here allegedly from the British did. But that was one of the last ships that allegedly came to these shores, and they know that they was from Africa. They call it Africa Town, for God's sakes. But you're telling me I got you. So after Britain banned the trade in 1807, now I want you, hold on. This is what this says. This is what this says. After Britain banned the trade in 1807, naval patriarchs freed captives, the registered record. Okay? These are allegedly all the African names database. How in the But look what they said, 91,000 plus African names of enslaved people recorded. How did you know their name? How you know their name? How did you know their name? Did they speak English? Did they speak Portuguese? Did they speak Spanish? How'd you know their name? 91,000. Now, 91,000, this is an African names database, 91,000 plus African names of enslaved recorded at ports. Now, I'm not the smartest man in the world, and I'm not the sharpest knife in the world, but how much more is 10 plus million than 91,000? I don't know. Can someone help me out? Because when I asked them, they're saying there were 36,000 documented voyages from Africa, the western coast of Africa, to the United States of America. Do y'all believe that? Yo, do y'all believe that shit? They said over 36 transatlantic slave trade database, the big one, Voyages. Slavevoyages.org contains 36,000 plus documented voyages from Africa to the United States. Get the I ain't lying. I'm listen, I'm reading from the I ain't lying. How is that possible? How is that mathematically possible? Someone help me understand. Okay, now let's see how many people they said, because they told me. Let me see how many people they said. I need some questions answered, y'all. Someone help me. Help me, please. Help me, please. This is important. Because if you don't know who you are or where you came from, how you gonna know where you're going? If you don't know who you are or where you came from, how you gonna know where you're going? And if they're trying so hard to hide who you are and where you came from, why is that? There must be a reason, right? If I'm sitting here and I'm, I done stole your treasure, and I done put your treasure under my seat, and I done put it in place, and I'm sitting there on your treasure, and now I'm helping you look for your treasure. I'm not getting off my seat, but I'm helping you look for your treasure. Oh, you lost your treasure, really? Oh man, that's sad. That's unfortunate. Did you look over there in the living room? Did you look in the kitchen, in the refrigerator? Maybe you put your treasure in the backyard under the gazebo. Go look over there. But the whole time I'm sitting on your shit. And I'm helping you look for it and pretending like I don't know where your shit is at. And then, excuse me, excuse me. And then when you finally catch on, when you finally catch up, I'm like, nah, that ain't your shit. I didn't get that from you or your people. I got that for Sam Earl and them. See, Sam Earl and them had gave me that, and I got that from them. So I'm sorry. Why you always playing the victim? Why you always complaining and playing the victim? So let's look and see how many times they gave me a number, and it was a lot, but I think I think they said there was over 10 million. I want to get the exact number because we're gonna do some math today because I need to understand because something just ain't right. So I asked it about a particular documentary, right? And in this particular documentary, when I was talking yesterday, I knew I had watched the documentary, right? It was the same documentary that Kyrie Irving got in trouble for even liking and saying that he watched it and saying that, he liked it. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. And in that particular documentary that Kyrie Irving had got in trouble for, shout out to Kyrie Irving, and that he said that he liked, they make a strong case in that documentary that, in fact, the so-called Negro of America did, in fact, come from Africa originally. However, that was thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And the so-called African was the original settler in these new lands. And then after that, you had the Asiatics that came from the over the Bering Straits, and then you had the other people that came in from the Canadian, Alaskan, and it went into that. And then it substantiated the argument that I was making about the phenotypes and the genealogy of the genetic similarities between so-called South Americans and some Caribbeans and the so-called Negro of America, rather than we don't share the same phenotype of the sub-Saharan or even the Northern African, of course, because of course a lot of them came eventually from Saudi Arabia, from the Middle East, and that's why you have what you have today. But they went into extensive detail and did a tremendous amount of scholarship. Now, I'll be real with you. ChatGPT just discarded all that shit. ChatGPT discarded all that shit. It said, nope, 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 nope. So I have some questions. Y'all support the show, Sports Stream, in meantime, between time, because this could be helpful for everyone. So, if you don't know, let me help y'all out. And I know, slavery. Well, think about this. Think about how big this North American landmass is, and think about the stories that they told you. Well, there was Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492, and he discovered America. Oh, really? Did he? That we know that's not true. We know he landed. And some people say Barbados, other people say in present day Dominican Republic and Haiti, right? In that, on that island. Other people say it was Barbados. And he allegedly named it, that's why it's called the West Indies to this day, because he was allegedly looking for spices and on his way to India, but somehow landed in god doggone the new land. So now, Then we have these Spanish conquistadors, which again allegedly our friend Christopher Columbus was. But you know what actually happened in 1492, around the 1400s into the 15th century? You know what actually happened too? There was a group of people that was expelled from that land, that was running that land for over 800 and almost 800 years. Do you know who those people were? Who were running Portugal? Who were running Spain? Who were running Italy? Do you know who those people were? Do you know what those people look like? It might serve you to find out, right? So there was a group of people who was expelled from that region violently after 800 years of ruling, which kind of ironically, surprisingly coincides with this expansion to the New World. So in 1518, and I misspoke yesterday, I said 1508. In 1518, King George IV, after Christopher Colombo had allegedly discovered America, but landed on some island, they tried to get the indigenous people of that island to work. And allegedly, as the story goes, you know how it is. They give them work, they just die from working. It's just all of a sudden they just die from working. No help, no whatever, but they just die from working. Oh, and then the white man, and which they don't really emphasize this, but the white man and all his diseases takes everybody out. Yeah, those are two stories. The white man and all his diseases takes everybody out, which they don't emphasize. And then also, they just died from working. They was lazy and they started working and just fell out dead from working because they didn't know how to work. Okay. So they're saying slavery already existed in Iberia, right? So for the 1400s, the Portuguese ran a slave trade from West Africa into Portugal, Spain, and Atlantic island like Madeira and Sao Tome, right? Enslaved people in Iberia included sub-Saharan Africans, North Africans, and others. Some Africans were enslaved. So I need you to understand, who else do they say was sub-Saharan Africans and Northern Africans? What was those group of people named? What was those group of people named? See how they play in your face and they tell you shit without telling you shit? See how the 1400s is 1492, right? See how they tell you shit without telling you shit, but telling you shit? Yeah, England came much later. And there's a reason, right? So when Spain and Portugal went into the Caribbean and South America, they exported an already existing slave system. And my man ADS said it. These are the group of people. These are the group of people right here. The Moors. That's why everybody be trying to say, oh, the Moors are Arabs. Were they? Some of them were. Were most of the Moors Arabs? No. Plain Jane and Batty, am I talking about men lying? Sure. That's what you want to believe. Y'all, man, somebody support the show, Sports Street. See, y'all don't like the truth, man. Of course they were. Of course they were, Emperor Cole. Y'all don't like the truth, man. Y'all don't like the truth. Somebody support the show, Sports Street, I mean. I got questions. I want to know. So allegedly in 1501 and 1502, the Spanish crown first authorized bringing quote unquote black slaves from Spain to Hispaniola to work. Black slaves from Spain, 1501, look at the year, 1501, 1502, to Hispaniola to work. So these were the people who was caught who was running Spain, who got ran out of Spain and probably lost in the war and got caught, and they was forced to go on some gladiator shit, right? Alongside or replace enslaved indigenous people. Okay. Now, Governor Nicolas de Alvarado from 1502, he allegedly authorized the earliest shipments of Africans from Spain to Hispaniola. Some were already Christianized and spoke Spanish, called Ladinos. So they playing in your face. Some of y'all lying in the face. They playing in your face. They're telling you the truth and the lie at the same time. They're playing in your face. That was random. That was not what I meant to play. So I want you to peep game. And all you got to do is cross-reference. Listen, this is what I'm saying. This is the importance of cross-referencing the reference of the cross-reference of the cross-reference. All you got to do is find out what happened in Spain in the 1500s. Let me show you. I got you. What major event Oh my God, bruh. These nigmas don't stop. Yo, the misinformation don't stop. But it's cool. But I mean, they give you partials, but let's go into it. I just want y'all to understand how real this shit is and how crazy this shit is. Check this out. I want you to read it to yourselves. I don't want to even read it out loud. Do you see this shit? In the late 1400s, Spain experienced several major events in 1492, including the end of the Reconquista with the fall of Granada to the Catholic monarchs. What they're not telling you is who were the people. See how they be conveniently leaving out who were the people. Who were the people? See how they don't tell you? What's good? Yeah. What's good, man? I played it. Shout out to you, man. Can't wait for the other one to come through. Shout out to you. I appreciate you, Drip. Excuse me. Check this out. Cross-reference to cross-reference. See how they telling you what happened, but they not telling you what happened. And then watch what the second sentence is, which I will not read out loud. You got to read this out loud. You got to read it for yourself. But check it out. So, in the late 1400s, Spain experienced several major events in 1492. What happened in 1492? Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue, including the end of the Reconquista with the fall of Granada to the Catholic monarchs. Now, excuse me. I'm struggling. And the expulsion of certain people from Spain, and Christopher Columbus' first voyage to America, which initiated the Spanish conquest of the Americas. These events are called honest memorandum, blah blah blah. And listen, and then see how they put this as a little side note. It marked the end of the Muslim rule in Iberia and the beginning of the new era for Spanish Empire. Who were the Muslim rule? Who were the Muslim rule? Now they put it here. I told y'all, but then I tell you what these people look like. The end of the Reconquista in January 1492, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella conquered the last Muslim kingdom, Grenada. They owned all the shit, bringing the entire Iberian Peninsula under Christian rule after nearly 800 years. Didn't I tell you they ruled for 800 years? Did your brother tell you they ruled for 800 years? Excuse me, y'all. Struggling. Y'all support the show, man. Your brother is struggling, man. I'm struggling, but I'm trying to make this make sense and tell y'all why everybody be trying to distract y'all from the bullshit. Check it. Yo, your boy is struggling, man. If y'all be so kind, if y'all feel so inclined, man, it's a labor of love. If y'all be so kind, if y'all feel so inclined, if y'all support the show, support the stream, I mean, excuse me. Woo! Man, I just want to breathe. I'm just trying to breathe.
Cash App during this stream.
The Cash App from Izzy Bands. Yeah, bruh.
$50. Quite funny to keep $50.
Yeah, man, support the show, support the stream. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, people claim that they got the information, but they never tell you, they never show you or tell you or cite their sources, man. So your mans, I'm gonna break it down for you, and I'm gonna cite the sources, and I'm gonna show you how they playing the game and why they playing the game. All right, and I'm gonna ask you some questions that maybe help you think. Maybe you know the answers to, because I don't know. I'm just a brother with some questions, right? So the first question I have for y'all while I'm doing this is, why they keep saying Muslim instead of Moor? Now, Moors are Muslims. Why are they saying Muslims instead of Moor? That's the first question I got for y'all, man. And this ain't I know how y'all do. Oh, is this some Hotep sovereign talk? No, it's really not. At the same time, if you don't want to understand where you're from and that you ruled places for millennia, including in Europe, if you don't want to understand that you ruled places in for millennia, including in Europe, and there was a such thing called the Dark Ages before you got there, and when you got there, it was called the Age of Enlightenment. Y'all don't hear me though. But you want to keep listening to enigmas who give praise and honor to the white man's balls who stole everything from us and plagiarized everything from us. No original thoughts. No, nothing new, original, nothing new under the sun. They took that shit and erased somebody's name and put their name or put their stamp on it. And then now you got these ignoramuses walking around like, oh, y'all ain't never create nothing. Y'all ain't never built nothing. Y'all ain't never done nothing. What the black man ever do? Ooh. I'm just saying. So they tell you the truth. Now, you know what's also interesting, right? Which they're not saying. They're saying it without saying it. You don't think that all these people, you ever notice that when you read the Bible, you ever notice that if you read the Bible, or if you study the Bible, right? You ever notice that, like the story of Moses, how these people just, it was this group of people here and this group of people here, and they got together. It was just all good. You just noticed that? How was Moses, who was allegedly a Hebrew, how was Moses able to fit in Pharaoh's house? Oh, y'all want to talk about that. Oh, y'all want to talk about that. And then Moses took onto himself an Egyptian woman. We could go to Abraham if you want to. Remember when Abraham went to anyway, y'all ain't ready. Shout out to Ogun. Appreciate you, bro, for the $5. They think tall, dark, and handsome refers to Italian ninjas. They ain't them. That's a black man. Karis once said, shout out to TV Trump, because he looks just like him. Bars. And it's the truth. Yo, shout out to that. They looked exactly alike. Guess what? Because they came from the same people. Because guess what? There was, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, appreciate you, man. Y'all be like TV Truck. Y'all be like Ogo Network coming soon. And y'all support the show, support the stream. Now, man.
Thanks, man.
It don't matter what the situation, I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine, 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 fine. No matter what the situation.
You know what the funny thing is, Bopper? Bopper, I don't subscribe to none of that shit. Your facts is backwards. I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. And shout out to the brothers that are. I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. Not at all. And I'm really not even coming from this from a Hebrew Israelite perspective. I'm coming from this from a very practical perspective. So now, if you would like the link and you would like to say something of substance, up here, I could drop the link. I will drop the link for you. Okay, I will drop the link for you if you want to come up here and answer some questions, since you seem to know so much. Because I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. Shout out to the brothers that are. I've never claimed to be. I don't know much about that ideology, to be honest with you. So I can't even, you know what I'm saying? I can't even speak to that. Shout out to the brothers that do. Hamp and my man Freezy and and Captain Tazariak and the brothers that I've heard of, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I'm not. Now, what we could do is you have your chance to shine. Now's your chance to shine, because I got questions. So you could get your shine on. I got questions. It seems like you got the answer. So would you like the link? Would you like the link? And whoever else would like the link, that got some comments. Now I'm saying, if you breathe wrong, you say some goofy shit, I'm dropping you, because I'm not trying to have, you know what I'm saying? I want to have a real conversation. Shout out to my people's TV Truck. Appreciate you, man. I was 17 when Jesus Was Black came out by KRS One. Shout out to that, man. Appreciate you, TV Truck. Appreciate you, Ogun Network coming soon. Y'all be like them and support the show, support the stream now, man.
Thanks, man.
I'm on my grind to get this money. I can't stop it till I'm filthy. With the people, Zebo like the rock, I drop. I ain't no trapper, I'm a hustler.
So, but this is the thing, right? So when and this is the crazy thing, when you're showing factual, you're using their materials to show you what the truth actually is. Now you got to be a Hebrew Israelite. Now got to be Hebrew Israelite Babel. Now you got to be a this, or now you got to be a that. And all I'm doing is making sense of what they're saying in your face, but they're leaving out crucial information that will allow you to make a smooth deductive reasoning, right? So those of us who know understand that there is a group of people that come from Africa that practice this particular religion right here. And we also understand that there is a large group of people that practice this particular religion right here. The one that starts with an M and the one that starts with a J. Right? But it's ironic that while this is going on and Grenada fell, that Columbus' first voyage was at the same time. That does not raise a red flag for you. That does not make you curious as to why. That does not make you say, that's interesting. At least, at the very least, that's interesting. That's interesting. I seen an episode of Pirates of the Caribbean that went like that. And they was getting kicked out, so they stole the ship and they went to go get some other shit. And then landed on this island. And then y'all remember that. And then the natives were trying to get them up out of there, and they put Captain Jack Sparrow on the spit. Y'all remember that, right? And then they thought Captain Jack Sparrow was like this god, and then it was going to sacrifice Captain Jack Sparrow because they thought he was like this guy. Y'all remember that episode of Pirates of the Caribbean? So allegedly in 1510, King Ferdinand authorized a shipment of about 50 African slaves. I want you to understand these numbers. 50 African slaves. 50. Now, I'm trying to figure out how we got to these millions when all these numbers that they talking about is really small. I'm just saying. All these numbers that they talking about these voyages is really small until they get into, we had 36,000 voyages. Stop it. And there was millions of people that got here. But yet it's still, when you go to the details, it's really small, fam. In 1510, what's up, narratives? In 1510, King Ferdinand authorized a shipment of 50 Africans, 50, to Santo Domingo, which is present-day Dominican Republic and Haiti. Historians often mark this as the start of systematic royal-approved African importation to the Caribbean. Now, you know what's interesting? How do you get Africans from Spain? Ooh-wee. Because when you was up here, you didn't mention no Africans. Ooh-wee. King, I see how they be playing in your face. When we was here, where was the Africans mentioned? I heard Muslims. I heard the J people. I heard them. I ain't heard they ain't saying nothing about no Africans up here. They ain't saying nothing about no Africans up here. But now, daggone, what? Daggone 18 years later, they're talking about some Africans. How you get them Africans from Spain? How you get them Africans from Spain if they wasn't there? If they wasn't the ones ruling for 800 years? How you get them Africans from Spain? King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, they was, am I the only one that heard it was Queen Isabella that approved the journey for Christopher Columbus? Am I the only one that heard that in school? I'm not no Hebrew Israelite. I'm not nothing. I'm just showing you, use your freaking common sense. Use the brain that God gave you. Ask some damn questions. Because if you just take it at face value, you don't know shit. If you just go and take it at what they tell you, you don't know a damn thing. Because there's context missing. There's information missing. They're playing in your face because now all of a sudden from there to there, we're at 1510 and we're at King Ferdinand and he sent 50 Africans to Santo Domingo, which they took over, right? 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 In 1501 and 1502, y'all remember that? He sent the 50 Africans. Where you get the 50 Africans? He went to Africa? Nah, they wasn't from Africa. Because it said it. Because look, it says it. It says it up here. Look, it says it right here. When they got here, first Africans in Spanish America, 1501 to 1510. Remember? Remember this? Remember this? The Spanish crown first authorized bringing quote-unquote black slaves from Spain, not yet directly from Africa, to Hispaniola, which is Santo Domingo, which is the present-day Haiti and Dominican Republic, to work alongside or replace enslaved indigenous peoples. I still don't know what I'm talking about. I'm still stupid. Am I still stupid? I still don't know what I'm talking about. Because, and this is what I was trying to point out to him yesterday when I broke down the O plus blood type, which an African doesn't have. Only indigenous people to this land have it. And he didn't understand the correlation I was trying to make. And I was like, they're saying African Americans. Well, that's rather convenient because no Africans don't have it. And so when I'm trying to help you understand, unless you have a direct descendant that is from Africa, that your mama told you about, your daddy told you about, your granddaddy told you about, your grandmama told you about, your aunties or uncles told you about, your cousins told about, like my man Cole, he said, yo, I got some people that I know that's from Africa, such. Like my man Narrative Dialogues, I got some people I know from Africa, such in my family. They got African lineage. They right on. Shout out to them. No problem. But you can't point to a person like me who ain't got a goddamn person from Africa that I can point to and tell me I'm from Africa. I ain't from Africa, Negro. I'm from Crenshaw Mafia. I'm just talking. I'm talking. That's for a movie. I'm not a gangster. I'm not in that. I was just talking. Shout out to them. But what I'm saying is, but why are you trying to make us all from Africa? Why? Why? Why is it so important to you to make me from Africa? And you can tell me what region of Africa I'm from. So what? I'm confused. I'm confused. And then you want to play this game like when I know that I ain't come from no Africa, not no time soon. Because if you want to play that game, we all came from Africa then. Let's play that game. We all came from Africa. Yo, white people, black people. How about that? But if you want to play this game, like I came from Africa, and now you want to be Indian. What? You mean the mislabeled people that they mislabeled from the begin with? You mean the damn 7 to 10 to 12 reclassifications that they gave these people? You mean the fact that they told them people that they could not claim their tribes? You mean all the shit that they done did to cover up the shit? Do you mean that? Do you mean that? What's up, Narratives? Hey, man, I got questions, man. Maybe you got answers, Narratives. My guy Ogun said, I do not know that Izzy. You mean that O positive blood type is only indigenous? Yo, listen, O plus positive is I can't say it's okay. Let me put this in a way because I know how y'all try to hold people, and I know not you. What I'm saying is that O plus blood type, and I got this from my man's Noble Imhotep. Shout out to Noble Imhotep, and I looked it up, and it's true. So-called African Americans, so-called black people have this blood type about 47% here in America. So-called Latinos, there's 53% of them have that blood type, and so in America, and so-called white people, there's 37% of them that have that blood type here in America. Okay, that's what I do know, and it doesn't speak of anywhere else. So from that standpoint, that's the reason I would have to deduce, but I don't have any other substantive evidence myself other than that. But what I said when they broke down O plus blood types, it's very common here in America, and they broke it down like that. Now, no place they didn't say Gambia, they didn't say Kenya, they didn't say Ghana, they didn't say Mali, they didn't say Nigeria, they didn't say none of that. They said African Americans, meaning in America. They said Caucasian Americans, they said Latino Americans, meaning people here. And guess what? Those people mixed and breed, and that's why you got what you got today. There's a lot of people that's interconnected and interwoven at this point. Shit, we know about the $5 Indians. We know about this. Yo, do you not know that there was Illinois, Iroquois, Creek, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Ottawa, Dagon. There's so many Seminole, Cherokee, Dagon. There's so many tribes of indigenous people that was here, and a lot of them look like us, baby. There was, of course, there was the Asiatics, most of them in the western hemisphere of this country. Yes, there was the Asiatics. There was the ones that came across the Bering Straits, the ones that came through the Alaskan, you know what I'm saying, out that way. Yes, there was. And they have those features that they try to tell you. There's some of them there, yes. But then there was the darker ones as well. There was the, you know what I'm saying, the Iroquois, the Cherokees, the Choctaw, the Seminole. Those were dark-skinned people. So, like, it's amazing to me how people try to give credit to one thing but not give credit to another. It's also amazing to me that we know about the Dawes rolls. We know about the fact that people paid $5 to become classified as a so-called Indian, but yet it still will make it seem like, oh, so-called black people could not be so-called Indians. Like, oh, they're trying to be Indians now. Stop it. Yo, does anybody know Dan Calloway? Izzy, you did Cook Hood yesterday. He was through. He got well, Brody. And you're through. Thank you, Drip. And you're through. Appreciate you, Drip.
Thanks, man.
Sorry, man.
Make money, make money. When shit hit the fan, we'll take money.
Yo, so Sunday I'm gonna have a conversation, God willing, with my brother Noble Imhotep, who's deep on this and who knows a lot more information than me. But man, if someone knows Dan Calloway, man, I would love to have a conversation with Dan Calloway, man. I would love to have a conversation with him, man. That brother has a wealth of information, and I haven't had a chance to really dig into his information yet. You know what I'm saying? So really, the stuff that I'm speaking about have nothing to do with what he got going on, because I don't know his stuff. I maybe watched one of his videos, and I reviewed it over here, the one that I did watch. Shout out to JD. He said, nope, I don't feel bad. Plus, I took the flu shot. My doctor is okay. Well, shout out to you. I don't know what that's all about. Heard of him as well. Yeah, Noble be cookie. Yeah, so I talked to Noble. So God willing, Sunday Noble will come through and Noble will bless us with information. But listen, if y'all have information or y'all think y'all know, I just have questions. What's up, Raj? Well, salute to you, good brother. Good to see you. I just have questions, man. I don't have the energy to really debate with you. I just have questions, and then I would like to cross-reference your information with common sense and with things that that's going on. Because again, if you look at this, and they're telling you the truth, kinda, but they're leaving out where them Africans. So you telling me now? So that's what they told you on Google. So now when we go to Chat GPT, now you telling me 1501 to 1510s, which is only 9 years to 18 years later. You're telling me that you brought out black slaves to Spain. Where did black slaves come from if they wasn't directly from Africa? You told me in Chat GPT and on Google that there was wars that were fought, and King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella ran the Muslims and J people up out of Spain, and they united it under Catholicism or Christianity, right? That's what you told me. That's what you told me. But now you're talking about some Africans. So were the Muslims African? Were the J people African? Someone help me out. Were the Muslims African? Were the J people African? And if they were there for 800 years, if their family was there for 800 years, are they still African? Now, my dad, and shout out to my dad. My dad happened to have pictures of big black Moors all over his house. Them big black dudes with the vest with no shirt on, they was chest naked, and then they had the white turban on, and then they had this big sword. It was called a scimitar, you know that? And they had the turban and the vest and the white pants on, and they was chest naked, and there would be white women sprawled all across. Give me 1 second. Y'all fighting sickness. Y'all give me a second. Support the show, man. Support the show. Yeah, I don't want to disrespect y'all with my cooties. But yeah, I promise you, there'll be these pictures of the Moors, and they are big black African guys, and they be chest naked. They have the vest on, they have the turban, and they have the MC Hammer pants on. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Y'all know they had the MC Hammer. They go. You know what I'm saying? And then there'll be white women sprawled all across. They be at the water, and they have like a little sheet over them, and they be sitting. And they'd be sprawled all across all of the place. It'd be one dude and like 6 white women. So you mean to tell me that these men, these Muslims that ran Spain for 800 years wasn't getting no women's? You mean to tell me these Muslims, dark-skinned Muslims, big black Muslims, that was getting these women and had these white women sprawled out in the matter of fact, y'all don't believe me? I know some of y'all don't believe shit stink. Y'all don't believe me. Let me see if they're gonna lie about this. Let me see if they're gonna lie. Y'all gonna lie? Y'all gonna lie? Let me see if y'all gonna lie. Let me see if they're gonna lie. You can't provide the pictures now, you motherfudger. You can't provide the pictures now? Oh, son of a biscuit eating mother. Oh, it's deep. The shit is deep. The shit is deep. You can't provide. Look at this shit, man. Now you can't provide me the pictures? This is where we live at now. Yo, it has begun. This is where we live at now. This is crazy. You can't provide me the pictures for why. Look at this. I ain't lying. I cannot provide 10 actual photographs of images. I ain't asked you actual photographs. Famous. Okay. Let me 10 famous pics of Moors in Spain. Yeah, come on, man. Stop playing with me. See this nigga, man, Enigma. Thank you. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Huh. Stop playing with me, boy. Oh, they clowning. Ha! They whitewashed. They clowning. They clowning. But look, you see them? You see the women, they plan. Now look, this is more like the man's eyes done seen. Look at it. See? Can y'all see that? 370 pounds. Hold up. Let me pull up one. Because they playing in our face. All right. Why has it got to be separate? All right, give me a second, y'all. Man, they playing. Okay. Can y'all see that? Oh, man, I asked them pull it up. Zoom in. All right, I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna just do it from that way. I got y'all. I'm gonna zoom in because they playing in my face again. Can y'all see it or what? They won't. All right, hold on. There it is. But look, so they playing right. But look, hold on. Let me. Shit, these niggas, man. I'm gonna remove that one. Let me get the other one. They really playing in my face, man. I don't like what they doing right now. All right. So this was what Amor looks like. This is what Amor looks like, y'all. And they would have the pictures with the shorties all around. This is what the Moors look like, and they had the pictures with the shorties all around, man. The white women be sprawled out. The white women be sprawled out. You heard me? They be sprawled out. See then. But let me see. What you say, AC Bo 1? AC Bo 1 said is hold on. Is put in Moors of Spain and hit. Okay, let me see. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Sorry. Y'all support the show, Sports Stream. I mean, your brother really fighting, man. I'm fighting to try to get y'all this content. So support the show, support the stream. I mean, but it's still they ain't showing them hoes. They ain't showing them hoes. More means black, like Maurice. It means black, just for the record. So I'm just saying, like, yo, I just want y'all to understand this. More means black, right? You know that, right? Like Moreno, more means black. Like, so I don't even understand why it's even a question. But they want to play in your face all the time. I'm sick of these people. But anyway, here, let me give y'all this real quick. We got I can't continue to do this with no support, y'all. I'm struggling too much. I shout out to everybody who supported so far. We need some more support, man. For real. Like, all jokes aside, like, ain't no way I could keep doing. But you get the picture. They were black folks. You get the picture. There it is. Shout out to HC Bowl 1. There it is. The Moors were black. Period. They were so-called black people. Period, man. Give me 1 second, y'all. So you gotta ask yourself, excuse me, let me. So you gotta ask yourself, why? Sorry, y'all. Why is there a concerted effort to make it seem otherwise? You think about it. If the people who ruled, in Spain and in Portugal look like you until the so-called transatlantic slave trade started, and they already told you that one of those people was Christopher Columbus, and we assumed that he was a so-called white man, a so-called white European. We assumed that, right? We assumed that. What's really going on, man? What's really going on? If these people, if they admitted that these particular people, these so-called Muslims, ruled for 800 years, they were not Arabs. They were not Arabs. Not white Arabs. Let me put it like that. They weren't no white Arabs. I'll put it like that. You see, when I show the pictures of Moors, they show black folks. Moors, black. So why is this important? That's just some Hebrew Israelite Hotepery stuff. Oh yeah. If that's why do they fight so hard for you not to know? And why don't they put it? Why they say everything else plain? Why don't they put it plain? So look, now we talking about Africans. Now they want to talk about Africans. 1501 to 1510 from Spain. Not directly from Africa. Where they come from? They came from Spain. Duh. They came from Spain. So were they still African? Were there some lighter complected ones by then? Probably so. Because if you had lighter women in Spain and you had darker men, some of their children came out dark, some of their children came out light. Shit, black, so-called black comes out all different types of shades and colors and arrays. We have anything from daggone Wesley Snipes to daggone Steph Curry and Miss Sonia Curry. It is Adam Clayton Powell Jr., Thurgood Marshall. To Flavor Flav. Black comes out all different shades, colors, sizes, colors, and shades and shapes, right? So I believe that I've done a good job of establishing. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, because I've been asking questions. I haven't had no answer to the questions yet, but y'all are more than welcome to give me the answer. I'll drop the link. What's up, Scrap Skrilla, the real albino? Yeah, or that guy. Yeah. But I didn't want to mention him, but yeah. What's up, AC Bowl 1? What's up, Scrap Skrilla, Rilla? Man, you may need to juice it, vitamin it up, and lay it down. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing that, but I want to do this show, but I definitely need some support too. I want to do the show though, because there's a lot of misinformation being put out here, and it's a lot of people trying to make it seem like there's no purpose in knowing where you're from or who you're from or who you are. And that is the most ridiculous and ass backwards thing I've ever heard in my life. There are people literally running around the internet trying to shame you out of knowing who you are. Oh, well, that's slave talk. That's a Hebrew national talk. That's a Hebrew Israelite. That's this. That's that. Oh, the black and the black, the whole tep. Yeah, we was kings. Yeah. We was kings. Yeah. The black person. Yeah. But yet and still, you'll be praising. You'll be singing the praises of white men. How is that possible? How is that possible? How do you sing the praises and sing regale the tales of white men and try to make it seem like you are of no effect, of no regard, of no substance? You didn't do anything. I don't understand that. I couldn't imagine. Shit, let me hold on to my delusion. Shit, if I'm delusional, let me hold on to my delusion of self-respect and dignity and, oh, see, you know what, y'all got to make up stuff. Y'all got to make up stuff to make yourself feel good about slavery. So you're saying every black person was, well, no, not every black person was a slave, but most of the Negroes were slaves. So most of the Negroes were slaves. So you're telling me that 13 colonies is the story they told. The white man came and landed in Roanoke, Virginia, and disappeared. Right? That was 1580, if I'm not mistaken. Then he came back. Some years later in 1608, or little version, and he was successful in Jamestown, Virginia. And then the establishment of so-called transatlantic slavery in the United States, because you got to be specific with some of these enigmas. Oh, well, slavery started in 1500. Well, is the slavery documented that happened in daggone Spain, South America? Is that the slavery that most people talk about? No, it's not. The slavery that most people talk about is in North America, which is because guess what those people were able to do? Those people were able to keep their language. Those people were able to keep their traditions. Those people were able to keep their lifestyle and how they lived. Guess what happened to the so-called black man in America? He was stripped of his tradition. He was stripped of his language. He was stripped of his culture. So it's a different thing. Was it as brutal? Yeah. Was it as terrible? Yeah. At the same time, the difference is when you're stripped of your identity, at least a lot of them know, oh, well, yeah, I do got, my grandpa, he come from, he come from Mali. And my auntie, she come from Ghana. You know what I'm saying? They know. Shit, they ain't that far of a trip. Not like it is over here. It's a little deeper water. You know what I'm saying? It's a little deeper water. You feel me? Shout out to Marcus Evans. What's up, man? What's going on? But there's a concerted effort. There's a concerted effort for keeping you to know who you are, where you come from. A lot of you don't have anybody of African descent that you could point to at all. You don't have no picture of Cinque from God Doggone Amistad on your give us free. You don't have give us free in your bloodline. You don't have give us free. And let me ask you a question. Let me just ask you, because this is the question asking the show, right? Let me ask you a question. If put a 1 in the chat if you agree that a lot of things have been told that wasn't true from teachers, school, and our government. Put a 1 put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe that. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe that. Put any other number in the chat if y'all believe they've always told us the truth. My man Narrative said 1. Everybody, put a 1 in the chat if school, if the government, if whatever has lied to us. Put a 1 in the chat. What's up, Boris? What's going on, my guy, Boris? Subscribe, okay. Subscribe, okay. Kojak 1, okay. Anybody think that they've been telling us the truth the whole time about everything? Anybody? Is there anybody? Broadsville 1, okay, cool. Shout out to y'all. So, if they done lied to us, what's good, family? How you doing? If they done lied to us most of our lives about everything, then why would we believe that this Africa story that they're trying to feed us and shove down our throats is true? I'm just asking. Somebody help me. If 99.99999% of the shit that they told us was a god doggone lie, lying some of my bitches. Just
Goddamn lie. Some of my bitch.
Why with this Africa narrative that don't even make freaking sense? It don't make sense. Logically, how could you logically wrap your mind around millions of people traverse? Let's do this math real quick. I want to do some math because I know the a roundabout number that they said. Okay, they alleged at 12. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all because y'all think I'll be making shit up. And I don't make nothing up. I got it for somewhere, Okay. So here we go. Here we go. Here's the numbers. Okay. So allegedly, Brazil alone received 4.8 to 5 million enslaved Africans. Brazil alone by themselves. Okay. 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 And in Spanish America, South America received like 1.3 million Africans, allegedly, right? Yeah. Right? So let's see how many alleged enslaved. Let's do this. Let's Google it. So remember those numbers: 4.8 million to 5 million in Brazil, 1.3 million to South America. These are Africans. So that's already by like 7 million. That's already. But let's see what Google has to say. Let's see our good friend Google. And now remember, they said they got the log, so there ain't no way they should tell me they don't know. There we go. Oh, there we go. Huh. Okay. Okay, so this is their story and they're sticking to it. Let's get to it. This is their story and they're sticking to it. So they're saying most of the Africans, like we've been saying, most of the Africans was brought to Brazil first. That's where the majority of Africans, because it's easier. I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna show you later. Geographically, it's easier to go from the west coast from the western seaboard of Africa, like Benin or whatever, to Brazil. It's an easier journey, a faster journey and an easier journey than to come all the way over here. All right. So approximately 388,000 enslaved Africans were brought to North America, though figures vary, representing about 4% of the total 12 million to 12.8 million Africans transported across the Atlantic. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So they telling you in your face. So if only 4% of the Africans that came from freaking Africa to North America, how are we freaking African? I rest my god doggone case. Someone help me out. How are we freaking African? Like I said, if you don't have nobody that you can point to that freaking came from Africa, chances are your ass ain't from Africa. So where are you from? What's up? What's up? What's up, LA Project? You said, wait a minute. What's up? What's up, sister? You said, wait a minute. What would you like to know, my dear? What would you like to say? You got the floor. I'll open up the link. I want to understand because I'm sick of people trying to tell me some shit that don't make freaking sense. I'm not stupid. Yo, you got to be the dumbest Negro in the captivity to believe that if they don't have a record, if your people, think about this. One thing about black folks, we run our mouth. We got oral tradition. And if your people ain't said your grandmother, your great grandmother, your great grandfather, your great 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 grandfather, nobody said nothing about no Africans, but yet it's still you from Africa. How? Sway, how? Gas mask. You damn right, gas mask. What's up, Brandon 86? They don't even got records telling everybody they put people on ships to come to the they lying and say that they do. They lying and say that they do. Now they're lying and say that they do. I guess it's their response to what you got. So I guess they're gonna hide this because if you got common sense, you can understand that the numbers ain't the math ain't mathing. It would go to my premise that yes, some people did come from Africa, but it was very few that are in North America that came from Africa, because this is a few things that you got to understand. Number one, allegedly, according to their story, it was only 13 colonies. What about the whole rest of the land of the Americas? What happened to that? What about the Oklahomas and the guy doggone Illinois and the guy doggone and the Kentuckys and the Texans and the damn all that shit? What about all that shit? Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm fighting, y'all. Support the show, man. Your brother fighting to get this information out, man. And other people do it the way they do it. I only could do it the way I do it, man. And I'm just, I just wish I had a picture of my second great grandma so I could confirm the link to Nigeria. Shout out to that. It clicked. Shout out to you. You see my point, right? Shout out to you, LA. And that's the thing I'm saying. Like, it's like, come on, fam. Like, they trying to why? And so this is the thing. Why are they always trying to sell us a minority position? If 4% of the 12 point something million Africans that came across, most of them went to South America and god doggone Brazil. So and notice when the places in South America I mentioned, I didn't mention those. I'm just saying. So if we didn't come from Africa, where did we come from? If we didn't come from Africa and the transatlantic, because all history began for so-called black people from slavery. Like, get the fuck out. It's the goofy stuff. My mom's more side is native, and they are dark-skinned. Exactly. Yes, they are. Africans call themselves Africans, but say Africa is only a continent. Same with American people. I think we get the place mixed up with origin, race. What do you mean by that, Kwafi? I want to understand exactly what you're saying. I don't quite get it. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Y'all support the show, support the stream in the meantime, between time.
Excuse me. Did I hear someone say, wait, hold up? He said dope conversations deserve dope donations. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show love and hype him up. Mr. Izzy Bands. Izzy Bands who? Izzy Big Bands. Izzy Bands. Welcome to the Real Spill with Mills.
Excuse me, y'all.
Welcome everybody to the podcast with Izzy Bands. Make sure you support the show.
Your boy fighting through it, man. Your boy fighting through it.
Let's welcome the host, Mr. Izzy Bands. Support the show. Support the stream. Know what I mean?
We is not from Africa, so people need to stop and be honest. They wasn't the only people who came over here who was brown skinned, who came from other regions, from other continents. That's a fact. They do this with Latinos and others passing as white in America as well and call them white, and they often say black doesn't exist. Then what are born melanated people here in America? Indigenous Indian people. They're indigenous people. So that's the whole Indian thing is stupid. The whole Indian conversation is stupid. It was a misclassification from the begin with. It was a misclassification from the begin with, and I'm starting to think now it was intentional, right? Because the people over here would not consider themselves Indian. They were indigenous to this particular land and this particular landmass. What's up, Rogue C? How you doing, my sister? Good to see you. What's up, Willing to Win? What's going on, family? Good to see y'all. So I showed emphatically. Y'all see what it is. Allegedly, only 388,000 enslaved Africans were brought to North America. Though figures vary, representing about 4% of the total 12 million to 12.8 million Africans transported across the Atlantic. The vast majority of enslaved people were sent to Brazil and Caribbean to work on plantations. The reason is because it's easier, right? But there was absolutely a slave trade and slavery here in America. So who were those people? Who were those people?
Welcome to the real spill with Mills. Welcome everybody to the podcast with Izzy Bands.
Now this is what they try to tell you with the bullshit,
Support the stream.
right?
Nah, man.
This is what they try to tell you with the bullshit, right?
Mr. Izzy Bands.
They like, come on, man. And I would argue that the number of that's even a lie. I would argue that that's even a lie, because this tried to say, hold on, look how many trips that this said that this made. And I don't know if they're talking about to Brazil and everything too, but they try to say, because think about it, how you gonna get 366,000 people to the Americas on top of each other with no water, with no food, with no real clean sanitation situation? How? And then get them to come off a boat and then get them to start working. Like, get the freak out of here. Like, who do these people think we are? Yo, who do these people think we are, man? For real. Think about this. You're telling me, even with the 300, this light number that they're giving, which I know is closer to the truth than not, right? Let's dissect this 388,000. You're telling me that you brought thousands of people over a 3-month journey, really closer to 6, a 3-month journey across seas with no clean water, with no food, or little to no food, with no medical care. You brought thousands of people over on a boat, shackled them on top of each other, basically naked. They were urinating and defecating each other and vomiting on each other. Because, seasickness exists too, right? And then these people, they so strong. They so strong. These Africans. Now, what Africans? If y'all had to be honest, man, can we be real for a second? Who's stronger? 9 times out of 10, who's stronger? An African or a Black American? 9 times out of 10, who's stronger? Who's the most athletic? Who's the most coordinated? Who's the most gifted? An African or a Black American? Who? Y'all tell me. This is question day. Y'all tell me. Do you telling me these people from the continent, these morons? Let's be honest, because a lot of these dudes, and no disrespect to the good brothers and sisters from any country in Africa, but F you to all you freaking Africans that sit there and try to look down on us with your damn European education and y'all stupid ass non-common sense having mother effers, man. F y'all. A lot of y'all don't got the sense good God gave you. You got 0 damn common sense. So shout out to all my brothers and sisters from the continent that are loving and caring and show love to us. Shout out to that. But F you to all the people like Afro dumbass that speaks his stupid ass rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? But yes, everybody knows Black America, we're the most athletic, the most physically gifted specimens on the planet. How do you explain the disparity in athleticism? Of course, you got the Siakams or you got the Joel Embiid, but look how hurt Joel Embiid. The Hakeem Olajuwon, shout out to him. The Dikembe Mutombos, rest in peace, the Dikembe Mutombos. But they ain't Jordan. They ain't LeBron. They ain't daggone Charles Barkley or Isaiah Thomas. Or even daggone, look at daggone Irvin Magic Johnson had that monster and still is kicking and smiling and doing his thing. A superhero. A super damn hero. I'm sitting here with the vid right now, fighting the vid right now, pushing through, giving y'all this show. Fighting through the vid right now. This is how much goddamn tissue. Look how much tissue. Look how much used tissue is in this damn bag. I don't even want to show you the phlegm cup. Look how much used tissue is in this bag. And that's just one of them. This is the other one. Look how much used tissue is in this bag. Thugging it out. Look at his shit, Afro dumbass. Afro dumbass over there talking all that shit. Shut up, stupid. Afro dumbass, right? Yes, indeed. That Afro dumbass dude we see around on the race baiting channels is a mess. Yet they say it's not about race, but be the first to bring it up and won't face the truth of sociology. That's a fact. People got Izzy and start using colors. Yo. Yeah, he was getting on my nerves. Yeah, Afro dumbass, man. I don't even want to review the shit he said. That pissed me off. I don't even want to review it. But Afro dumbass is he's just a dumbass. And like, yo, this whole fake ass superiority of Africans, where? And you know, no disrespect to my brothers and sisters on the continent. I'm just saying, but don't come over here with that stupid ass fake superiority shit over here with us. We ain't having it. I'm not having it, boy. Y'all not even close. Come on, man. Stop it, man. And this is the thing. Like, listen, again, the brothers and sisters that show grace, that show respect. I have grace and I have respect for you. You know what I'm saying? I have friends that's from the continent, you know what I'm saying? From Ghana, from Gambia, from Kenya, from, you know what I'm saying, all places. I got love for them. They're my people. You know what I mean? They're my people. I got love for them genuinely. At the same time, they don't be disrespectful and you know, now my man Malik, he break it down on us a little bit. He like, man, y'all gotta do this, y'all should do this, whatever. But it was in love. And shout out to Malik, man. Much love to Malik. But you know, for the most part, they just be cool as hell, just chilling. And that's respectful. We respect them, they respect us. But don't come over here talking that stupid ass shit about, oh, well, y'all black Americans, this and y'all black Americans that. Man, suck my toe, bro. Suck my toe, boy. I don't play that. Don't play with me. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nidish. What's going on, Nidish? What's going on? Hey man, y'all support this show, man. It's important. I done sat and broke shit down for y'all. I done showed y'all the real. Come on, man. Support the show, support the stream. I mean, there's much more, but if y'all don't support it, that means y'all don't want to see it and y'all don't care. And I can go to sleep, man. And so I can get better. If we got 12 minutes, I need at least 10 people in 12 minutes if y'all want us to keep going, man. We got 12. I'm gonna give y'all 12 minutes for the free ski or for the close to free ski. But you know what I'm saying? Something got to give. If y'all want us to keep going, because I got more. Listen, I got more. Like it the bullshit. Look, the bullshit. Hold on. The bullshit just it abounds. I got more. Like, yo, this pissed me off so bad. How and it started because I asked them because I wanted the clip notes because I remember a lot of stuff, but again, I'm fighting COVID, so my mind is a little foggy. So I wanted the clip notes of that documentary. You know what I'm saying? So I could point to the actual points that they were making, with some of which I agree with, and just say boom, 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 boom. These niggas gave me everything but what I asked for, and all kinds of excuses trying to tell me that most of the blacks in America are from Africa. How is that possible when you just told me that 4% of the alleged 12 million Africans, which I think is a lot too, but hey, that don't have shit to do with me. 4% of the 12 million Africans came here. How is that possible? I don't think no 388,000 made it here and lived and had children. Nah, that shit didn't happen. Stop it. All of them ain't had children and breed and all that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. They ain't even make it like that. Stop it. Shit, like I told you, the Catilda, that shipwreck that came here in 1860 to Mobile, Alabama, it's called African Town. And it's the people knew this from Africa from the 1860s. Knew this from Africa, knew where it's from, got their language, got their tradition, and still stay there today and know that we were from the 16 families of Africa Town. Like, come on, man, stop it. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. Nah, I didn't. That was a long time ago when I talked to Afro Dumbass. I didn't talk to Afro Dumbass lately. I can't. I will not. I refuse to talk to Afro Dumbass. It's a waste of time. I had one conversation with Afro Dumbass. It was probably about 3 months ago, and I realized that was an extreme waste of my time and energy. He was like a security guard or something. I don't know, a CO, and he was talking about economics. The economics. He was streaming from a closet. Like, I'm like, yo, fam, you're streaming from a closet. You're wearing do-rags and a wife beater, man. Shit your stupid ass down, man. You're streaming from a closet wearing do-rags and wife beaters. Before you open your mouth, you don't think that they think that you like. What do you think that they think? Oh, because I come from, man, use a babysitter. What are you talking about, bro? Use a babysitter. What's up, Braxton State Payne said, Izzy Bands, I have an idea. Just send all the tethers to downtown. Yo, nah. That's funny. That's funny. You niggas, Koofy. You niggas is not my people, Koofy. They be cursing my ass out because they think I am not speaking up for them. Hey, they good. You shouldn't speak up for them. They don't deserve nobody to speak up for them. They deserve somebody to smack their ass. Just smack their ass. That's what they deserve. They deserve. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Smack. That's what they deserve. What did the 5 fingers say to his face? Smack. They ass need to be smacked. That's what they deserve. And you blacks always turn to violence. Shut your pussy ass up. See, this is what I'm saying. This is the difference between us. This is the difference between us and y'all, right? Then you blacks always want to turn to violence. You blacks always turn to violence. Oh, I see you. I know what you want to do. You want to fight. You want to fight. Well, you said all this offensive stuff, disrespected people, and then you know that the First Amendment is the right to say what you want to say, but the Second Amendment means that you have to be able to protect saying what you want to say. So you got to be able to stand on what you said once you said it. If you said it, you got to be able to stand on it once you said it. Let him come. He could come here if he wants to. I'm not going. Listen, he can come here if he wants to. He's invited. I got questions. So if anybody knows how to get in contact with Afro Dumbass and he ain't coming over here. My man Chaotic has come over here. He ain't scared, even though I cook Chaotic every time I talk to Chaotic. Shout out to Chaotic. Chaotic don't want it with me. I cook Chaotic every time we have a conversation. Chaotic do not want to have no intellectual conversation with me. So shout out to Chaotic. Yo, Afro Dumbass is welcome to come over here. I will give him the mic. I'll let him speak. I want to ask his dumbass some questions. So Afro Dumbass, you're more than welcome to come over here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody go get him. I'm not going to get him. I'm not. See, I know what you want to do. You want to use me to get clout. I know what you want to do. You want to use me to get clout. You were trying to get clout. You black Americans. All you want to do is fight. All you want to do is fight. You have no intellectualism. You have no intellectualism, black Americans. All you want to do is fight. You want to use me for clout. I don't know this Easy Band's character. This Easy Band's character. I don't know him. I don't know him. Easy Bands. Who is Easy Bands? Yeah, Afro Dumbass and the Mooncakes lady was talking real greasy the other day. I bet they could talk. They're gonna talk greasy in the comfort of Chaotic Truth's channel. They are not going away for no away games. They are not going away for no away games. They will talk greasy and sleazy in the comfort of Chaotic Truth channel. But one thing y'all know about me, I've gone over when I got issue or problem, I got something to say, I've gone over Chaotic's channel. Give me one quick second, guys. Give me one quick second. I apologize about that, y'all. Your boy's struggling. Hey, listen, we got 3 minutes, man. I'm struggling too hard, man. For us not to have no support. Come on, man. I'm giving y'all a show, man. And I need y'all to support the show, support the stream. Y'all working my eye springs and my mouth muscles. So support the show, support the stream. You know what I mean? Dope discussions deserve dope donations, compensation for the conversation. Let's do good business. Everybody throw $5 at us to help us keep our show going, help us keep us working. We only got 3 minutes. But the basic point is, and like I said, I got a bunch of questions, but we haven't had enough support. I haven't had nobody said that they wanted me to drop the link or whatever for them. But if y'all want the link dropped, let me know, because I got questions. Because it doesn't make sense that so many people go so hard to say we're from Africa without any substantive proof. There's no substantiated proof. And then you want to tell me about a DNA test from people who've been lying to you the whole time. I'm good on that. Like, y'all can have that. Y'all can have that. Y'all want to love 360, whatever the hell, all of that. Y'all can have that. I'm good. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. And all of y'all shit is basically the same. So y'all brothers and sisters, y'all all came from so y'all related, right? Y'all all came from the same place, right? Hey man, look, So far what we've done is we showed substantially that, not that many people, not that many Africans were brought here. Not that many Africans were brought here. And even the 388,000 that they said were brought here is highly questionable. It's highly questionable. Because think about this. Why would they need to bring 12 million Africans to Brazil, or 6 million, 5 million to Brazil, whatever million to Brazil, whatever million to South America, but only bring a little bit to North America? Why? And North America is a bigger landmass than that. The 13 colonies connected, if I'm not mistaken, is a larger landmass than that. Why? Who was already here inhabiting this land when they came? Remember, they told you, y'all remember, y'all whitewashed people, they told you that when they came, they was met by the people. The people met them at the shores, and they traded with the people, and they converted. Remember, come on, man. Remember, that's how Thanksgiving came about, right? The holiday we're about to celebrate, isn't that how Thanksgiving came about? Yo, but I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, man. Thank you very much to my 3 brothers that show love. Thank you to Drip. Thank you to TB Trucking. And thank you to Ogun. Yeah, we can't have another day like this. But, yo, I appreciate y'all coming through, showing love and support. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be here with me, and it means the world to me. Man, this is a conversation I really want to have. It don't seem like y'all really interested in this conversation. So, prayerfully I'll be better, and I can bring y'all back to the regular. Yeah, after party at Drips. I'ma holler at y'all. We out, man. Peace.
You know how we do. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Dope discussion, deserve dope donation. Spread love through compensation. Cheese fed up the dough.